Hey guys, Sly here. Welcome back to a brand new video. And before I get on with this, first, seizure warning, because there's a lot of flashing lights in this game, and I do not want to have anyone suffer from epilepsy. Second off, I'm about to do the unthinkable here. I'm gonna try to do a playthrough on the hardest Contra game ever made besides Contra's Shattered Soldier. This game was made in 1994, and Contra Hardcore, like I said, was ranked upon the Contra community to be the hardest in the series. And I'm gonna try to do a playthrough of it. But I want to explain the game a bit because, well, it's quite different from the other Contra games. First is the regional differences. In the US it's called Contra Hardcore, and it has the traditional one-hit deaths, and is known, like I said, for being extremely difficult. The Japanese version is called Contra the Hardcore, has a 3-hit point counter under shot there, like how it says like shot under their names, not names, but like under their like lives. Under where it says shot, there would have been like 3 red markers, which if you get hit 3 times, then you die. But in the US version and the European version called Probotector, you die if you get hit once. Anyways, I'm going to go into options, so there's nothing playing in the background. There's also a difference in the European version, Probotector, where they replaced all the human characters with robots, because they thought that having human violence would be, you know, too violent. But, yeah, it's pretty difficult. Because the reason why, because it was originally supposed to have the 3-hit restoration, the 3-hit counter. But Konami didn't want people beating it over the weekend and not buying it, so they basically just took it out and just made it as hard as possible. It's kind of like a Streets of Rage situation. You remember Streets of Rage 3 where they made it purposefully more difficult so people won't beat it during like a rental period? Yeah, it's kind of the situation here. Another thing that is new with this game is the endings. Yes, this game has multiple endings. 4 or 5, if I can recall, because there's A, B, C, and D, and I believe there's a hidden ending. Well, today I'm going to go for ending A because it's the easiest in my opinion. Each character has different sets of abilities. You can play as 4 characters, Ray and Sheena, who are both human, male and female. A wolfman named Fang, who I'm going to be playing the game as, and a tiny robot named Brownie. Brownie is like picking Oddjob. You would want to select him if this is your first time playing, because he has a halved hitbox, so basically he's harder to hit, and he also has like a double jump. You know, he has like a jetpack, because if you hit the jump button twice, like his jetpack will go off. So he's basically very useful when it comes to dodging things. But he focuses more on range and not power, which is why I chose Brad Fang, the Wolfman, because he makes up with lack of range with power. Because he's got 3 weapons. One's called the Beast Shooter, I believe, which is his A weapon. Power Punch, which is his B weapon. His C weapon is a flamethrower, and D is his psychic cannon. I'll get into it a bit when we hop into it because I think I've talked long enough. So this is Ray, Sheena, Fang, and Brownie. I am picking Fang for this playthrough. So this game, I should have gotten to the story a bit, but it takes place 5 years after Contra III, the Alien Wars. And there was actually a prequel to this game called Hardcore Uprising, which I probably should have played before playing this game, but I never managed to get it. I might try to get it for my PS3 if the store is still up. But yeah, let's get into it. Our security system has been breached by an unknown hacker. An unmanned robot is running rampant throughout the city. I want you to proceed to the area ASAP and restore order. Let's do it. And this game starts off literally with a bang. So I want to pause this and point out A, B, and C, and D. Now each character has their own unique weapons and stuff. I think I already touched on that. And the box next to D with the 2 zeros underneath it, that's basically your bombs. And underneath the lives counter, you have something called shot 1 and shot 2. Watch what happens if I press X, Y, or Z if you have the 6-button controller. But if you press B and C at the same time, I believe it changes the shot count. But watch what happens when I press it. It changes to shot 2. And you actually change your shot type and your weapons while you're paused. Now, what does shot 1 and 2 mean? Well, shot 1 means you can move around freely while shooting, and shot 2 locks you into place for precision shooting. Now, I'm actually going to commentate while I play this, because I think people find it funny if I rage while I die. Because I'm going to die, it's inevitable. It's the hardest game ever made, but enough, let's play it. So there's going to be 2 snipers up here, take them out. And you'll have an overabundance of enemies here, which Contra's known for. Yeah, I had to pause and switch weapons because the problem with this game is as soon as you pick up a weapon, you automatically switch to it. And that has screwed me over so many times. And especially when you use the bombs, because while the bomb is being set off, like I would try to shoot my weapon and nothing would come out of my gun. It would just piss me off. And there's also a slide attack, or just the slide. You do this by pressing diagonal forward, or diagonal left, or diagonal down right, and down left, and you can slide. You will need to master this because while you're sliding, you're in an invincibility frame. But as he slides, when you're in that frame, it leaves you very vulnerable because for a brief second, he gets up. And when you're in that frame, you can take damage. So it leaves you very vulnerable. So here's our first mini-boss, right here. And this is where the epilepsy warning takes full effect. But from what I saw, the switch ports dial down the flashing lights. Because look at this. It's insane. I believe this is the first time in this playthrough that I actually went through an area without dying once. I'm surprised. Alright, so we gotta do a bit of platforming. Here we go. This game is extremely hard. I actually debated on doing the 3 hit point restoration ROM hack. If you find it too hard, you can actually find that on the internet and you can play it. Anyways, here's our level 1 boss. That's not the unmanned robot. Somebody's inside that thing. Alright. So let's do it. Bam, he's easy. Alright, so basically just crouch down here and use your power punch. And he is done. That easy. What or who are you? Hehehe, you can call me Dead-Eye Joe. If you want to know more than that, then come and get me. The research center is under attack by an unknown group. Please, come and help. Damn, what should I do? And here's another thing with the Contra games. It's go after Dead-Eye Joe, rescue the research center. Now you can pause during this, but I'm going to explain something. Because I want to pause, because I never really sat here for a while. I always choose right away. If we chose one or the other, we get a different level too. But I'm going for the A ending. So I'm going to choose to rescue the research center. If this gets enough likes and views, I will actually do the other endings with the different characters. Because, like I said, each character plays differently. So let's choose rescue the research center. Typical Konami Contra fanfare. So here we go. Damn, at this speed we'll never get there on time. Hey bro, looks like you're having some trouble. Grab onto my machine and I'll take you to where you want to go. The air police, you guys sure have good timing. Look out, one of the bad guys is coming up from behind. Now this mini boss is pretty easy, so you have this tank that shoots these missiles that hatch out jetpack dudes. All you have to do is kill the jetpack dudes and they will fall into the road and damage the tank. It's pretty simple. Just do 2 rounds of it and they're done. The music in this game is awesome. Actually, one of the composers is Akira Yamaoka, who is more well known for the Silent Hill soundtracks, which is awesome. Anyways, he's easy to do with the power punch. That mini boss that just swings around. Basically, this jetpack guy will just fly around and just shoot lasers at you. But he's easy to take care of. Okay, there we go. Now don't let your guard down. There's going to be a plane coming up that will shoot a 3-way shot. It has 2 attacks, a 3-way shot and a flamethrower. There we go, no problem. Rats, we took one. We're going down. It will be a rough landing. I love the Contra games. They're so cool. But this one is just ridiculously difficult. Alright, so here's Dr. Geo Mandrake. Are you okay? I'm fine, but you must stop them. They're after the alien cell. Alien cell? We got it from the mother alien in the Alien Wars 5 years ago. It's very dangerous, so we were keeping a close eye on it. So the rampaging robot was just a clever diversion. Yes, it was, Brad Fang. Just shoot your way through and just climb up this wall. And shoot these guys so they don't shoot you. And here is weapons B and A. And here is the 2nd level boss. Oh no, I'm too late. Now what you need to do, grab this wall and immediately start shooting upwards to the ceiling, because this boss will come out. And don't climb up too high on the wall, otherwise those hands will hit you. So his main attacks are just sending trash into the area and building stuff with it. The first thing he'll do is build a leaning tower. And then the second one, he will build 2x2 things that will crawl along the ground. Third one, he will just make a wheel that will just bounce all over the place. And the fourth one he will build is just a rocket that flies all over the place and bounces all over the walls. But as you can see, we didn't have any time to see all of that because I destroyed him that fast. Anyways, let's get back into this. 3 days later, we've identified the hacker who breached our security. His name is Neumann Cascade. He's the best hacker on the net. He used the panic caused by the robot as a diversion so he could steal the mother alien cell from the research center. It's very likely there's an organization working behind him. His hideout is under a garage dump. Don't screw this up. Anyways, we're gonna be killing enemies right away here, these motorcyclists. How do you know where they're coming from? Just look at the background where they're riding down the mountain from. That's where they'll be landing. Now take it very slow here because there will be these tiny robots that fly up from the ground. And watch out for these cars, because they shoot missiles. So just lay down and you'll avoid it. That one always got me in my previous playthroughs, that one that just jumped up right in front of me. It's such BS, dude. I hate it. Anyways, here's the first mini-boss of this area. Well, it's the only mini-boss, actually. So he will move his arms and then stick that one out to try to kill us. And then he will do this move. But as you can see, bang. We didn't need to do it. Basically, after he does that thing where he swings the spiked ball on the ground, he will go back underground and then he will repeat his pattern. Anyways, watch out in this area because there are turrets. But I destroy them no problem here because, well, I have the psychic cannon, which is the most powerful weapon in the game. But you have to be careful when you use it because it has a charge up. Oh yeah, by the way, for the secret ending, jump on this wall, climb up. You will encounter this dude that will, like he says right here, hey, you want to make some money in the battle arena? You do not have to do this. Actually, we're not going to because this will end my playthrough right here, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to hit forget about it. Ha, spineless jellyfish, but it's just basically 3 bosses that you fight that are just wacky. But if you manage to beat all 3 bosses, you will get a silly ending. You're that creep, Neumann Cascade. Hehehe, why don't you try this on for size? Where in the heck am I? Welcome to Virtue Zone, I hope you enjoy yourself. So his first phase is he'll turn into zodiac signs, the first one being a Taurus, second being Sagittarius, and the other one being Gemini. See, with that cannon, he was easy to take care of. You'll just basically shoot out sparkles and dive into the ground. Now Sagittarius you have to watch out for because he shoots these arrows and they will home in on you. They will follow you to the end of hell. But we took him out no problem, and last is Gemini, who can be pretty difficult. Basically he will float around and then when he stops he'll shoot a bunch of balls all over the place. Ooh, okay. That was easy. Now this is gonna get a pretty difficult. Farewell, fool, but let's see if you can handle this. So we got this boss here. But we took him out very easily with the psychic cannon. Next he's going to be a tank. But since we have the beast shooter, we don't need to really do anything. We can just lay down here. Because with the beast shooter, the farther out it shoots, the more it spreads. So that's a very useful weapon to have. And luckily I'm not even dying here, which is great. Because I'm going to start losing a bunch of lives later on, I know it. But anyways, every time it stops it will shoot out its propeller when he turns into that helicopter form. And then you'll drop the step ladder, the railing on the bottom. I did it no problem. It looks like it's game over for you. Don't hurt me, I'm just trying to make a buck. It's not personal. You can save your sob story for the people at headquarters. So that's level 3 done. No matter which path you take, you will always end up at this area. Neumann told us who's in charge. Colonel Bahamut. I believe you've heard of him. He was actually the protagonist in Hardcore Uprising, like I said. That game was a prequel to this game. He was a hero who fought during the Alien Wars, but 2 years ago he planned a coup d'etat to overthrow the government. The coup d'etat was stopped in time, but the colonel fled. Until now we had heard nothing of him. He's a dangerous man. I wonder what he's planning to do with that alien cell. His hideout is deep in the jungle. Good hunting. Now, as soon as this level starts, just start shooting and moving forward. Simple as that. When you have the beast shooter, it's simple. Anyways. Psychic cannon, bam. Easy. And I haven't died once yet, which is very good. I think my challenge here is to beat this game without using a single continue, but to be honest with you, I doubt I'll ever do that. Anyways, here's this creature right here. He will appear behind the waterfall. He has 2 attacks actually. He shoots stuff out of his beak and tries to swipe at you and grab the bridge. But if you stay to the left or the right and keep jumping, he will not hurt you. Ah, I shot twice. Bam! Now we're gonna climb on top of this dinosaur looking thing and just stay in the middle. Because if you stay in the middle, nothing will hit you when they drop from above. And don't shoot this nose because it shoots stuff out. I did that in especially with the versions of the game where you have the hit points. It does not matter, it still kills you 1 hit. Anyways, here's a mini boss right here. So what you have to do here is just keep hitting him, and then he will do all these. That's one of his attacks. There's another attack that he does, but I believe if you just stay to the wall, he will never hit you. There's another attack he does where he throws his legs at you. He's doing it again. Alright. Okay, good, I got him. But don't be fooled. He's gonna have another link. So this other ball comes in and they both attach and they start doing coordinated attacks. First he will just walk around right here, but he does do some attacks, don't be fooled. And that's a good thing about... Ooh. Yeah, he starts jumping all over the place. And then how you know he's almost dead is when he rockets off like that. but I got him. No worries. Now watch out for these things, because they do shoot things. But I take them out no problem with my psychic cannon. I'm doing pretty good so far. I don't think I've died once. Alright, so we're gonna fight Deadeye Joe here again. And this is where I start losing lives. Here we go. So we meet again. It's Deadeye Joe. This place will be your graveyard. He is right about that. But no worries. So he's gonna follow us for a bit. And then when he stops, do a little bit of damage at a time. Why? Because if he fires like that and it's spinning around, it will scatter the shots all over the place, and we do not want that. But with 3 fully charged psychic cannon blasts, that form is completely done. But yeah, things can get out of control very fast. So you want to equip your flamethrower, because we're playing a game of keep away here. Basically, what you're supposed to do is keep them away from you, because as you can see, those helicopter blades will slice you to ribbons if you're not careful. Okay. Ooh. It's very difficult, so... Whew, I got past that part without dying once either. I think I'm in the zone right now. This next part could get pretty hard too. But I'm gonna charge up my psychic cannon so I can at least get one hit off of him before he rolls down here. So he's gonna roll down. I try to hit him with the psychic cannon at least once before I do that. Now here's where it gets pretty tricky. He shoots this laser that bounces off the walls. Okay, I managed to do that no problem. I stopped talking right there because I really needed that concentration. Now keep fire on him because he's going to start shooting out missiles. And then he'll zipline up again. Hurry up and climb up so the screen doesn't kill you. But of course, keep your distance so that swinging pendulum thing doesn't kill you. Okay, there we go. He's gonna walk off the screen. And this next part could be a pain. So basically, every time you do damage to him, he flies back, and if he does hit you, it could kill you. And then he'll shoot this laser. To go past him, you just have to slide underneath him. So basically pretty simple if you could grasp it. Bam, easy. Dun, 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 dun. So there's going to be another decision coming up here. This is the end for you. Damn, a trap. Just as we planned, Colonel. Doctor, what's going on? Just as you can see, the doctor has been assisting us. I am sick and tired of this weakling government. Having obtained something as magnificent as the alien cell, he squandered the opportunity by locking it away in a vault. The the Colonel feels as I do, and will help me achieve my goals. I don't know why I'm messing up with the reading. I guess I'm so nervous. Now I can carry on with my own dark experiments. Why, you treacherous little... Well, Doctor, I will leave the rest up to you. There's no way to escape. You must surrender peacefully. Since we're going for the A ending, we will hit surrender and fight later. Ha ha ha, take them. He even has a military train. You are pathetic. Take these and get out. Huh? Don't misunderstand. I'm only freeing you in order to destroy you. I will be there to watch you draw your last breath. Thanks? Anyways, there's gonna be swarms of enemies here. We just shoot through them. No problem. Okay, through here. And we get 2 mini-bosses before we fight the main boss. Here is one of them. I'm gonna do a quick kill right here. If they put their arms up like that, that means they're about to fire their cannons that they have attached to them. But if you destroy one of them decides to hop around. Just basically move and slide to avoid damage. Okay, that's done and dusted. I haven't died once. Did this game get easier? Because in my previous recorded attempts, I kept dying to the most basic enemies. Which is easy to do, by the way. So don't feel bad if you do that. So here's the second mini-boss, and after that we will fight the 4th level boss. So he will bounce all around. And what you need to do is make sure he attacks that button right there. So shooting him will do nothing, you just have to make him attack himself. And if he gets hit 3 times, that's that boss done and dusted. So here's the 3rd level boss. And it has one of my favorite tracks in this game called GTR Attack. So we're fighting this giant robot. But lay down, start firing, because he will start shooting missiles, and you want those suckers destroyed immediately. You will shoot these orbs, slide through them, and he will start shaking the train. Well, it looks like he's doing something weird to the train. I'm not gonna go there. Anyways, those orbs, just jump over them, you'll be fine. Activate shot 2, destroy those missiles. Deactivate it, and just move around as much as you can, and bam, the lead flame will hit you. Only the lead flame. Bam, done and dusted. There you go. Do, 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 do. And we are at the final level for this ending. So let's do it. We fight Deadeye Joe once again here. I'm gonna equip this weapon. Yeah, time has come for you to meet your maker. Let's go. Die! Alright, immediately go over here. I'm gonna try to get this one taken care of. Nah, that was my fault. Now we have to destroy the other ones that have him go through his final phase. Okay, what are you doing, man? You're freaking me out here. Alright, you'll just crash up and down. If he goes underneath you, just slide and you will avoid it. Easy as pie. And bang. You've lost. Now give it up. Ugh. Here's Colonel Bahamut. Board this fool. I do not have time for losers like him. You treacherous scum. Meet me on the top floor for the ultimate battle. The final boss here is actually not that hard. But we're gonna equip these bombs. Ah! Colonel, please stop! Why? You should see the damage that your research has done. No! Alright, we're just gonna shoot all of our bombs. Damn, I died off the bat. I'm only using my normal gun because I do not want to lose my psychic cannon. I want to hold on to that as long as I can. And luckily, I got my regular shot back. So that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And I don't need bombs for this boss fight anyways. I must admit that I am shocked that you have made it this far. But it seems you are too late. My plans have been realized. I've joined my spirit with the corporeal qualities of the alien, and in the process created this ultimate super being. So his first form is not too hard. So when that countdown does to 1, slide. And then when he jumps up, stand underneath him and shoot. His third attack is basically him shooting Kamehamehas. Just jump over that and you should be good to go. 3, 2, 1, slide. Gonna shoot Kamehamehas. And that's his first form done. Too much power, can't maintain. Yeah. Now his second form can be tricky at first. Basically, when he's all the way to the right, the left head will slam his head into the ground like that and cause stuff to fall from the ceiling. Yeah, I panicked there. But it's alright. Because this one's easy. So, he's gonna slink around. What am I doing, man? But don't worry, I got this. So just lead him here, slide under. And that's that form done. Now if this form is close to you, don't attack because he will extend his heads, but 3 blasts out of this, bam. And that's the A ending done. I actually beat this without using a single continue. I'm surprised. My god, dude. I need to get myself a pat on the back. That was good. But yeah, that was ending A. I know it's pretty short, but I think I can make up for it by doing all the endings if this does well. But yeah. What do I think about this? It's a pretty fun game, but it's extremely brutal. because of the fact that it just, you have to memorize everything inside out, upside down, otherwise you won't know what will happen. You'll keep dying over and over. But yeah, I actually own this game, and I remember playing it as a kid and just getting my ass kicked constantly. I wouldn't know what to do, and the thing is, I could beat the other Contra games no problem, especially on the harder difficulties. It's just this one that's giving me the most trouble. But yeah, I still recommend this if you're a hardcore Contra fan or you just want something that will give you a bit of a challenge. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I am out of here.